I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, love you, love you.
Hello, this is Ola. Um, I'm releasing this video to tell people a little bit about Nigeria because people ask me a lot concerning Nigeria, as in where I actually came from. I'm really proud to be from Nigeria, really proud. People ask me sometimes like, oh, you are fair, a little bit fair, and why don't you claim some other places like I don't know, other places like South America, or just claim your means or stuff? I said no. Um, I don't like to claim any other place. I am Nigerian. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. Um, Mostly, people ask me about a lot of stereotype about Nigeria. Like, oh, I heard that your country is really poor. Like, okay, but what I always ask people is like, have you been there before? It's like, oh no, it's just what we see on TV, on the Discovery Channel, on this and that. That people are really poor there, they are starving children, and stuff like that. Then I like, okay, I think that's just what would, as a media, wants people to know about Africans generally. Because when you talk about Africa, what goes to people's mind first is like, okay, starving children, poor people. And I don't really have issues with that. It's okay by me. But I have this principle. Before you talk about somewhere like, oh, that place is really good, that place is really bad, that place is, try to be there even for once. And wherever you go, like, okay, going to Africa, you've been to, maybe you've been to South Africa. You can only talk about South Africa, and you can only talk about the areas you've been in South Africa. You don't want to assume, okay, because I stayed in Johannesburg or I stayed in Cape Town, so I know the whole South Africa, which is not true. So, and for me, I've been in this country for 6 years, and I try as much as possible to travel to all kinds and corners of this country, so that by the time I leave, the time I'm done with my medical course, I can just say things I experience here. Not like, okay, because I was in Manila and Manila is this, is that, then the whole Philippines should be like that. I will always talk about where I've been, and I think people should try that too because it's really helped. Mostly, I discovered that stereotype people make about others are just based on the judgment of whatever they watch on TV or whatever the media give to them, feed them, which is really not good. So, I want to talk about Nigeria stereotype. I want to talk about the country based on my experience as a Nigerian. So, I lived in Nigeria till high school. Like I graduated, immediately I graduated high school, I traveled out. Like since then, I've been in and out. So, let me just talk about Nigeria first. That country, as a Nigeria as a country, is like three different countries living or being together as a one whole, as a whole one country, which is really deep because that's what other people, like if you're not a Nigerian, that's what you want to understand about Nigeria. as a country. Okay, we have three major tribes there. Yeah, we can say states. We have like 36 states, apart from the FCT, which is Federal Capital Territory, which is Abuja. That makes it 37 states. So, but they still divide that 37 states are still divided into regions, and then the uh, regions made up of tribes. So for, let's say, the three major tribes, we have a lot of tribes in Nigeria, a lot, and most of these tribes don't speak the same language at all. So if you think, there's another stereotype people have me, which language do you speak in Nigeria? Do you speak Nigerian language, or do you speak African language? Or like, okay, but African is like way too huge to speak one language. And then when you come to Nigeria, Nigeria is way too diverse to speak one language. So I just tell them we don't have a particular language in Nigeria. We just speak British English. Everybody, when you meet other people from other tribes, just speak British English, because Nigeria was colonized by Britain. So, but when it comes to other tribes, so the three major tribes, apart from the minor tribes, so the three major tribes are Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. So, as for me, I'm Yoruba, and the Yorubas are mostly people of the southwest regions. You know, I told you earlier on that the states are divided into regions, right? So, Yorubas are from southwest region, and then we have north central, we have northwest, we have many regions, and when it comes to south, we are southeast. So, which made up of Igbos. So for the northern part, the Hausas. And okay, the reason I said that Nigeria is like three different countries living as one country is that for Yorubas, which made up of the southwest states like Lagos, Ondo, Ekiti, Osun, Oyo, Ogun, so they are mostly into education. They have a lot of professors, they are bright people, really intellectual people. So when it comes to south, it's not like, okay, because you are from southwest you have to be smart, but it's just based on the percentage or how the culture really appreciates education. So that's why education, intellectual, and just being there, like education wise, is for the Yorubas. And when it comes to Igbos, they are mostly into business. They are business minded people. Like it's not like they don't go to school, they do, but mostly they are the ones that love to go into business administration, like business minded people. So there's a stereotype in Nigeria that Igbos are like China. Then Igbos are like Chinese. The Chinese are business minded people. So Igbos are like Chinese. They tend to go for business. Still they go to school, but not as much.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, love you.